Hello YouTube, and how are we doing on this fine, lovely afternoon today? Because I've been getting a lot of questions about this paracord. One of the things I always do is I always carry paracord a little bit. I have it wrapped around one of my knives that I carry a lot. And people always ask, what's so special about paracord itself? For those of you who don't know, paracord, as you see, it's the outer cord. It actually has survival string or whatever, twine, whatever you want to call it, inside. There's about 7 different strands. Let me cut this open. We'll do it like this. Do it actually on something. Sorry about this, just give me a minute. I should have probably prepped this before video, and as you can see, we're also filming for those of you who are longtime viewers in my kitchen. Alright, so now, like I was saying, with paracord, by the way, this can hold up to about 500 pounds. It has 7 different strands of cordage inside. This outer casing can get wet. That's not going to affect these. It's not going to affect the performance of these. It's not even, and these are pretty strong. Like, I can pull on one all day. Alright, it's not going to break. These are good for setting up tents, or emergency tents, tying something. Basically anything that you can use string for. Twine, traps. And, it's a really great idea. One of the reasons why I love paracord, I've always been a big fan of it. Let's see if we can't cut some of this off. Take it like this. There we go. Alright. So, 7 different strands. Now I took this from a 10-foot cord, so 10 divided by 7, that's 7 feet. That's 70 feet of cordage. So it's an all-in-one great survival tool. It's one of the reasons why I love carrying paracord. I know that there's better people to explain why to carry paracord than me. But I've always had a thing, and it has more of a vinyl feel, so this casing, is not gonna break. It didn't even stretch just now, so, and this string is really, flexible. You can do whatever, and this kind of keeps its shape. If you were to bend it or something, you'll see it will keep it. That's what all these little ridges in are there. This was actually tangled up for a while like that. So, and that's just one of the many reasons why I love carrying paracord. And what I'll do a lot of times, and you can look this up on YouTube, I'm not the best person to show you how to do this, but I like to wrap handles, like my knife handles or whatever, actually in paracord. So, and that way, whenever you're using your knife and you need a little bit of paracord or cordage for something, it's right there. You take it off. And another thing with paracord, it doesn't burn, it melts. So, see, and then instead of it being open, it's now melted. And, it does that because it has a wax coating on it. What the wax coating is made out of, I cannot tell you. But these burn. But when they're in here, since this casing melts, these don't catch on fire. I can put it right here. It's not going to catch on fire if they're, you know what I mean? So I always find it great to carry around paracord for several different uses. You know, you can always find uses. You can even use it as shoelaces, to be honest with you. I know people have done that. So even when it's on fire, a quick blowout, boom, you can re-sculpt it. And that's also how you could get it to, if you need to, you know, connect with itself. Here, let's see if I can get that on camera. So I put it like that. It doesn't want to be the most helpful right now. And now this is just a piece, this strand right here is really just a piece of a cheap paracord. You can find more expensive paracord which actually has different, you know, sets of string in it. I know some that has fishing wire in it, some that has sewing wire in it, some that has, you know, even fire starting wire in it. I know ones that at both ends have flint and steel on them. Personally, when I'm picking up paracord, I have everything else separated. You know, I have fishing wire. So I don't really look for that. I kind of just look for a nice, cheap, kind of reliable paracord. That could either be good or bad, depending on how you look at it. But I've always found that paracord is paracord. And usually what you need it to do, it can do. So, and again, you know, I go camping a lot, there's all that, and I've never had paracord fail on me before, you know. And even the paracord bracelet, you know, I like to wear it all the time. Still trying to get these things to concentrate. Now, when I'm doing this, I advise not to just do this with your bare hands. You saw me lick my fingers before, so it doesn't burn. It still gets to basically fire point. You know, it still gets to where it's red hot, you know. You can still get some nice burns, but yeah. So especially since it's basically melting wax, you know, it can be worse than just getting a flame on burn. Especially if it winds up like sticking to your fingers or something, and then you're sitting there trying to pick it off. So I suggest, you know, use pliers or something when you're doing this, or at least like I did before, you know, lick your fingers. But let's see if we can get a good connection before I end this video. There we go. See, like if I didn't lick my fingers there, I would have burnt myself. And that piece even stuck. If you look, this little ridget right here, this little ridget that's right here almost came back and burnt me. So let's see, I'm gonna try to get a good there, caught it on fire. I just have a piece of mail right here that I'm gonna push this onto. There you go, a nice sturdy connection, you know, one reason. Perfect. And like I said, paracord is useful for very many things, and that's why you always see me carry it. I hope that answers some of your questions. If you guys have any more questions about it, please write it in the comments, and in the next video I will definitely try to answer all your questions. And even if I don't know some things, some specs or whatever, I'll even look them up. You know, I'm not someone who knows all, but I am someone who sees benefits in a lot of things, just like carrying paracord. You know, everywhere I go, it's simple as just snapping on a bracelet or something. Because even with this, you know, it comes off, and there, if you see that, that's the melted point, and that's the melted point. All I have to do is really chip those two pieces off and undo the thing, and I got like 8 feet of paracord right there, you know, for like literally any use, anything. So again, you know, I'm not trying to say I know everything, I'm not trying to, but you know, I do see benefit in carrying it, and I do find it beneficial. Yeah, if you like these type of videos, write it in the comments. I'm going to say please like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to say peace.